You're heading to Best Buy to buy a new computer. You've heard all about AI and you want to upgrade. You get to Best Buy and you see all these boxes with computers in saying Copilot plus PC. You then look around for your traditional Intel chips like an i3, an i5, or an i7. Nothing. They're all Snapdragon. Well, what the heck is Snapdragon? Now you're really confused. Well, not only are you confused, but Best Buy just trained 30,000 of its employees on how to launch the new Microsoft Copilot plus PC. In this video, I'm going to help you understand the new technology and make it real simple if you are looking to purchase a new PC with AI. I'm Ron Brown with Tech for Senior, where we make videos to help seniors understand technology and help them make decisions on purchasing a new AI computer with Copilot and PC. Let's see what I have to say. And we'd sure appreciate that like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. At Tech for Senior, we all are volunteers and we work real hard at making these videos. Let's get on with the program. All right, let's just go over the terminology to make sure we're all on the same page. If we go back to the invention of computers, way back many years ago, we had, of course, a motherboard, a flat surface where we could put in chips, and we would put in various chips, and in the motherboard there are these electrical connections, and that all made a very basic computer. But as computers got faster, we realized that there's certain functions that all computers need to do. So why don't we just make a centralized processing unit, a CPU, and this will be the chip that will manage most of the functions on the motherboard. So yes, the idea of a central processing unit, or CPU, was hatched. And a number of companies, such as Intel, made the CPUs we are all got to know over the years. Now, Intel did a very unique thing and a smart marketing move. They labeled their chips i3, i5, and i7. Man, that's been, 30 years they've had that branding. It can't be the same chips. Well, of course not. i3 is just a category, i5 is a category, and i7, this is all marketing. And within those categories, there's thousands and thousands of chips. Well, AMD is another company that made chips. It was always difficult to compare when you went to purchase a computer because you never knew how fast an AMD was compared to an i3, an i5, or an i7. So smart marketing, Intel. But we had a lot of chips to choose from, and that was called the Central Processing Unit, or CPU, which all computers had. So after we had computers for a few years, we wanted them to do a lot more. We developed HD monitors, even 4K monitors. So we wanted a lot of visual aspects of these computers. We wanted to look at them on screens and do pretty incredible things. Well, to take the computer language and convert it to a visual image on a monitor took a lot of horsepower and a lot of energy from the CPU. So we developed a second computer chip called a GPU, or graphical processing unit. This took the process away from the CPU to manage its own production of visual images. This allowed much faster computer power and allowed us to develop better graphics that we use in our computers today. That's called a GPU, or graphical processing unit. And you'll find those in most computers now. It's really pretty cheap computers that would have a GPU included in the CPU. Now let me tell you a little story. There was a man by the name of Jensen Huang. He's an American businessman. He actually was an electrical engineer, and in 1983, at the age of 30, founded a company called NVIDIA. Now, you've probably heard of NVIDIA, but if you haven't bought a computer for a while, then you may not have had an NVIDIA card in it. Well, a lot has changed since you bought your last old computer. In fact, NVIDIA is now become pretty much the standard for GPUs. They have a wide array of devices ranging from a few $100s to several $1,000s, which is added into your computer to provide the smarts and the horsepower to make it run really fast. So when you go to Best Buy, you will likely find an NVIDIA card in your PC. Now, probably heard lately that NVIDIA is now the second largest company in the world. It's capitalized now at over $3 trillion, and surpasses Microsoft, Facebook, and Google. So Mr. Wang is a very wealthy man because almost all computers made now contain the NVIDIA graphics card. So the story doesn't end yet. You've all heard about AI, and that may be the reason in which you're going to Best Buy to buy your new computer. When you get there this week, you will not find Intel, you will not find AMD, and you won't even find NVIDIA. So what am I talking about? Let's talk about AI. AI, of course, is a big topic, but one of the things that is going to happen is that we're going to be able to run AI on our own computer locally rather than in the cloud. And we'll be able to download LLMs, which are large language modules. These will download onto your machine and you'll be able to run AI locally rather than in the cloud. But you guessed it, we need another type of CPU to offload the work. And we've come up with an NPU, which is now a neural processing unit. So we have a CPU, we have a GPU, and now we have a neural processing unit. This is so important now as we move forward with AI because we will need this specific type of chip to run AI efficiently. Now, all the chip makers are working hard at producing this type of chip, but Microsoft has partnered with a company called Qualcomm. Yes, Qualcomm makes chips. They make a lot of chips for phones and mobile units, but they are a very large worldwide chip maker, and they make a chip called the Snapdragon. So now when you go to Best Buy and you're looking at all these new machines, which will be out on June the 22nd, they have the Snapdragon X Plus chip. Yes, and that's the CPU, that's the GPU, and that's the NPU all in one chip called Snapdragon. And this is what you're going to be seeing in a large variety of machines at Best Buy. All right, let's go to Best Buy and look at some of these machines that you might encounter. These are AI machines offered at Best Buy. So in the first one we're going to look at, this is an Acer laptop. This is available for pre-order and will be available July 22nd. A lot of these machines you're going to be looking at are not available at the current time, but will be coming out in the next month. This is the Canadian site, so it's $14.99, so it's probably going to be on the US site for around $1,200. And this has the Snapdragon X Plus. So let's review exactly what the specifications are. I'm going to read this from the literature. Redefine your laptop experience with the Snapdragon X Plus with a 10-core CPU, a premium integrated GPU, and NPU with 45 TOPS, which is 45,000 trillion operations per second, for optimized performance with across CPU, GPU, and NPU workloads. Streamline your everyday tasks with the leading on-device AI engine. Remember, this is a CPU, GPU, and NPU that reaches up to 75 combined TOPS for AI processing. So the Snapdragon X Plus is a chip that combines what we've just talked about today, the CPU, the GPU, and the NPU. So you won't be seeing chips from Intel, NVIDIA, or AMD. In fact, all the PCs that you'll be looking at that are branded Copilot plus PC will have the Snapdragon X chip in it. But remember, this is just the first round of AI machines coming out. NVIDIA will be a major player in this with their own version of their AI hardware. So a lot more to come as we move forward in this very exciting time. Now, if we switch over to Dell's computer, this is off the Dell US site. It is in Canadian dollars. This is an XPS laptop. Again, this is branded as a Copilot plus PC, a Dell machine, and it is $17.99 Canadian. So we're probably looking at about $1,400 US. And this is offered with a Snapdragon X Elite XTE 80-100 with 12 cores. And you'll see this is offered, I think this is available now for purchase from Dell computers. So we see these computers using the Snapdragon chip across different platforms when they're using Copilot plus PC. Remember, there's a whole new set of PCs coming out using different AI chips, which we'll be reporting on. Hopefully this has helped with some of the confusion in this initial introduction to AI PC. But one way to avoid confusion is to do something very simple, and that's hit that like and subscribe, and we'll notify you with new videos as they are produced. I'm Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. Hey, it's going to be a fun time. Enjoy a new laptop. Let's explore AI together. We'll talk soon.